What is up, everyone? I am Nondescript Midnight coming at you with another tutorial video on how to complete this game. No loads, no meds, all secrets. And today we will be covering RX Tech Mines. Probably one of the hardest levels in the game. In fact, it is the hardest level in the game because it has one of the most infamous segments in a no loads, no meds, all secrets attempt of any of the Tomb Raider games. Now, most of Tomb Raider 3 is mechanically quite tricky. But in this particular level, it all comes to a head because there is something that you have to do in this game which requires expert and extreme precision to perform, and that is the RX Tech Mine swim. But on top of that, you cannot take any other damage in this level at all. So all of the damage that you take in this level has to be mitigated as much as possible. There are 2 segments of force damage in this level, but other than that, you can take no other hits. So it's a level, but we're gonna tackle it together, okay? And we're gonna slow it down, and we're going to attempt to show you everything. With no further ado, pop up this crawl space, and you can sprint here. Basically, we want to get to a certain point of these doors opening. Excuse me. So it'll be here. You roll. When you hear that second door click, well, the second door opening sound, you're free to come through here. Alright, and then we're going to make our way down this ladder. You may want to be careful on this ladder. You may not want to do the, usual grab drops that we've been doing on ladders, where we let go and we grab like this. If you are too nervous to do that, that's 100% fine, and I think that you should be as careful as possible in these levels. Alright, now we're at the bottom here. I'm going to pick up this MP5 ammo because I'm running a little bit low. If you're fine on MP5 ammo, you don't have to pick it up, but we do need some MP5 ammo. Alrighty, I would recommend waiting for the stormtrooper to set both of these guys on fire and kill them. Because, yeah, entering in this area when there's fire spraying at you, and also, poison spitting enemies, that can be a bit tricky to deal with. Well, a bit stressful. Alright, I'm actually going to use the Desert Eagle for this guy down here, because I want to save my MP5 ammo. I need it. I'm not too stressed about the amount of Desert Eagle ammo I have. But you do want to take this guy out from up here so that you don't get poisoned. And then we're going to head all the way to the bottom. You can do the minecart sections in any order that you please. Yeah, it's entirely up to you. Alright, and this is our first minecart section. I'm saving here because I always get nervous for these minecart sections, even though I've done them 100 times. Alright, so this minecart section, you want to start out ducking, because there's 2 beams that can hit you up overhead. The ducking is the same key as crouching, so you can use that. Alright, and then we want to get up right now so that we can hit this lever, because if you don't, that's a death. Then we want to continue ducking. Hope everyone's doing well today. I'm doing particularly well. It's a lovely Sunday afternoon. And here I am recording a video on RX Tech Mines, the scariest level. Alright, there we go. And it's the same key to get out of the minecart as it is any other vehicle, which is using the roll key and a direction. Alright, now we're going to enter this part of the level. And here is where we're going to use the Desert Eagle once again to take care of this guy. Don't stress too much if your ammo is a little bit low here. We get plenty of ammo in Lost City of Tanos, so you don't need to stress too much, but do try to keep that counter high. We're also going to pick up a couple of Desert Eagle clips. Alright, now this first guy spawns quite close to the tiles, so you want to run to about here, and then backflip. Oh no, wait, we didn't quite spawn him yet. Run to about here, backflip. Takes 5 shots. You can also use the grenade launcher for that guy, and that takes about 3 grenades. But it's not as accurate, and in fact can get you killed. So I'd recommend using the Desert Eagle. You can also use the rocket launcher if you so please, but the rocket launcher has a huge chance of missing on that particular part, so you may want to be careful over there. Let me just go up this boring ladder. This ladder is actually so long that your flare runs out while you're on it if you lit a flare to get through that dark area. You don't have to light a flare, but probably save you bashing into walls and all that stuff. Actually, in the speed run, you don't even light a flare there. Alright, so we're going to open, that's the way back. So we just want to open that to make sure that we've got a clear way back. Alright, now here, this part can be a bit stressful, but I'm going to try to show you how to deal with it at as little stress as possible. This is why I saved my MP5 ammo, because I actually need it here. Jump twist. Alright, so once you go past this corner over here on this block, I mean, you can see where the end of that block is, that elevated block begins. It will spawn another one of those mutant guys. Okay, so we want to run over that, tap backwards a few times, and then immediately start shooting. And that'll take him out no problem. Now, what I would recommend doing here is spawning this next guy. When you press this button, you spawn another guy, so we're going to take care of this guy. Just turn a little bit, jump twist, land on here. Be careful because he can still get you from up here. Alright, and this can also happen where he sort of just like runs arbitrarily. So what you can do is you can actually just come down here if he runs into there and take him out with the MP5. Right, now over here there's some Desert Eagle ammo in that crevasse over there. That hole. But it is in freezing water, so you do want to be careful. But if you are running low on Desert Eagle ammo, I would recommend getting this. And of course I screw it up. But do be careful and immediately surface. That was much closer than I expected it to be. There is an easier way of doing, like, if you, let me just try that again to show the better way of doing it. Because if you start running, if you run and jump from here and then hold grab, you will fly directly in there. And then you don't have to worry about running out of temperature gauge, exposure meter, nonsense. So that's a quick and easy way of dealing with this. Next part, we're going to have to come in here again because there is the winch at the bottom over here. So what I like to do here is I like to stand round about here and backflip and then swim down immediately. And you'll land on the winch. And then climb back up here. Alright, so we've dealt with, and you'll notice I'm using a lot of saves because this level is incredibly nerve-wracking, and if I'm not doing it no loads, no meds, all secrets in one go, I'm going to save a lot so that I can explain everything. Because it is a very scary level. But obviously in a no loads, no meds, or secrets, you'll have to do it all in one go. I've done it multiple times. But luckily, since I'm doing the tutorializing, I get to chill. Alright, and also another thing about these minecart sections, you may want to take some notes on them as to where you duck, where you break, and all of that stuff. Otherwise, they can be a bit of a nightmare. So over here, what we do is we duck, and then as we're falling down this corner over here, we break. So we wait until we pass the head up, and then immediately break, so that we don't overshoot. Alright, and we're going to duck under this. This lever is unnecessary to hit. You don't have to hit it at all, so don't worry about that. But what you do want to do here is, as you're coming down over here, do brake here. Because there is the possibility that Lara will just speed on through that and you'll have to do this whole section again. And you don't want to do these minecart sections any more than you have to in this level. Alrighty. Right, time for the next minecart section. This section's much easier, and then it's followed by one that's incredibly tricky. So this section, you're just braking at the right time. Don't even have to duck. Now in this section, lean to the right. Alright, now you want to be careful over here. This is very easy, but just be careful. So brake here. And then lean. Because if you brake too much over here, you will actually end up falling into that hole. So you do want to brake at the correct time. Then you hit this lever. So where I showed you to brake over there, just brake and then immediately let go of brake so that you don't lose too much speed. Okay, because you need your speed. Alright, now we're over here. This trap looks scary, but it's actually relatively easy to take care of. Just crouch under it. You don't have to crouch for that long. Alright. I'm just popping so many saves just in case something goes wrong. This level is nerve-wracking. Alright, so you don't have to jump there. You can simply just slide down as long as you're able to grab this edge. You should be fine. And you want to let go on the ultimate left side over here, because this is a force damage drop, but you take far less damage if you're all the way to the left. Alright, let go, drop down, grab. You have to drop down with a roll there, and then grab, so press roll and then grab. Alright, now this part is deceptively frustrating, because you can bash your head very easily over here, and take a lot of damage. So over here what I like to do is jump grab, that Lara doesn't bash into anything, and that's the safest way to do this. Alright, now we're gonna get up over here. You can shimmy. I would recommend shimmying all the way to the left just to be safe. You don't have to. About here is fine. But yeah, and then we're going to go all the way to the right, because if you don't, there's a chance that you'll take some more force damage, essentially. So you want to be all the way on the right over here. Drop down. Take out this guy at the bottom here. Because that guy can poison you while you're shimmying across over here. You want to get up round about here. This should be good. And now, I tried to adjust my glasses, but I just realized I don't even have them on. You know, that would be incredibly helpful, wouldn't it? Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to crawl 3 spaces forwards. We're going to make sure that we've got the Desert Eagle equipped, and then go 1, 2, 3. Immediately draw your gun. Take care of this guy before he can get close enough to you. As long as you're over here, stood over here, you'll be fine. And then we're going to grab the crowbar up here. Do be careful because there is a poison guy over here. If you want to wait until the stormtrooper has taken care of him, you can. Alright, now we pick up the crowbar. And we're going to hop down here. We're We're going to activate a poison dude, seal, and take him out with the MP5, giving you enough distance. Wait for him to stop spraying poison. That's very, very important. Then we're going to come over here. We're going to hold up an action to grab this, because if you just jump and hold action, she won't grab it. So you do need to hold up an action. We're going to shimmy all the way along here. Gonna crawl in here. Climb up. Now that's very important because it opens the way to the, I think it's the second and third secret. So 2 secrets. No, it's the first and second secret. Yeah, this level has 2 secrets in it that are aligned together. Alrighty. Now we want to be careful over here. Run and jump over onto this platform. Now there's not enough room here to... What you should do here is you should give yourself enough room to jump over to this one. Now this jump can also be a little bit tricky. So you just got to get used to those jumps because they're kind of tricky. I'm going to climb up here. Stand over here. Climb up once over here, and then we're going to crouch under all of this nonsense. Once you hit the end, you can stand up safely. Alright, and then we're gonna climb up here. You can tap forward once to get into a good position to dodge these. Really not that hard, it's just a timing thing. Just get used to the timing and you'll be fine and dandy. Tap once. You can even walk an extra step. Okay. And that sorts that out. Get your rocket launcher ready, because we're going to use the rocket launcher for the one use that the rocket launcher has here. Up here. Climb up here. Alright, now stand all the way back. Draw the rocket launcher and fire. That takes care of a poison guy, and if he gets too close he will poison you, so do that as quickly as possible and you will always hit him. Okay, so now we're gonna pop down here. Alright, now we want to go all the way to the right over here so that we drop down safely and don't take any additional damage. Alrighty. And now we've got the hardest minecart section. It's deceptively hard, actually, if you don't know the timing. So I'm going to show you when to... Because what we're doing here is we're breaking at a certain time. Can't remember if there's any bars here. Don't think there are. Don't think you have to crouch for anything here. I'm just being safe. This part is deceptively difficult because you have to break while you're in midair and then hit a lever. And while Lara's braking, she cannot hit a lever. So, yeah, it's really quite stressful. So hopefully I'm going to be able to show you the timing here. If not, I'm going to save and try and do the timing again. Shouldn't be too hard for me. I've done it a couple of 100 times, but we'll see. And break. And hit this. Alright, if you miss that, you're dead. Now you crouch to not get hit by any of these. And we're also going to have to break pretty quickly here again, so as you go around this corner, get up immediately and break. And you will have successfully done the minecart sections. So pat yourself on the back if you did those without any issues. That first time you've got to break, you have to be mid-air and break. Okay, you have to be in the middle of that flight towards the... Otherwise, you'll brake too late and you'll miss the switch. And if you miss the switch, that's a death. Right, so now we're going to come over here. Use the crowbar. And get the battery. Alrighty. And now we're off to get 2 secrets in the level. Now do be careful here. If you go over this platform into this area, you spawn one of the seal dudes. So even if it means taking this part incredibly slowly, rather do that than jump into there. So we're going to climb up here. Then we're going to crouch and back up over here. Use look to change the camera angle so you can see what you're doing. I'm down here. You want to be all the way at the bottom over here, then jump, twist, and grab. And that's the first secret. And then when you pop down here, second secret. Take out this Navy SEAL guy. Navy SEAL. I don't know why I call them Navy SEALs, but they're kind of like seals. And I guess they're in a watery place, so Navy SEALs. Anyway. Whatever. I don't know. Sometimes I don't know what I'm talking about myself. Alright, and this is the second place where you take some additional force damage, but just be all the way on the left over here, and then drop. Alrighty, time for the last minecart section, and then the part we've all been waiting for. The RX Tech Mine swim. Now, this minecart's very easy, just hold crouch. Don't have anything to worry about here. Oh boy, I don't know if I'm gonna get the swim on the first time around. This is a very difficult part of the game. Funnily enough, when I got to RX Tech Mines in my No Loads, No Meds, All Secrets that I recently did, I didn't struggle with the swim that much, which was surprising. I'm more nervous about it now, because I'm trying to show people stuff and showcase the swim. But if we get it wrong, I guess I can just save. I guess I can just save scum it, even though it would be nice to get it the first time around. All right. Now, this part is kind of tricky. Now, the thing about the swim is it's about getting a feel for it. Okay, so there's not much I can really do to teach you. The first and second parts are easy to show you what you need to do, but the third swim, which is the hardest one, that's something you just got to get a feel for. But there are some helpful tricks that I can kind of try to show you, even though I've got to concentrate on the swim. So what we're going to do, or what I do, is I stand here and I swan dive. Okay? Then we're going to go to the first entrance over here. Piece of cake. Not a stress. Then what we're going to do is we're going to stand all the way over here in the corner. And then aim ourselves more or less to the middle of this. So like over here. Should be fine. And then we're going to hold jump and grab. And we're going to swim down. Now, once you pass this light, even if you go through it, stop immediately and swim up. Don't try to swim all the way up here because you will fail it. Now for the pièce de résistance. This is the part where I'm going to save because I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it first time. What I like to do is I like to be here, and I like to throw a flare to see if my lineup is correct. See, that's dead center, but that's not good. We need the flare to land a little bit off to the left here. Not too much, but a little bit off to the left, and that'll give us the perfect position. That is perfect. Right, now let's see if I can do this. I haven't done this in a while. And I bashed my head. Okay, let's try again. This is how tricky this swim is. Like, anything can mess you up here. So hopefully I get it this time. Nope. Sorry about this. I haven't done the swim in ages and now I'm messing it up. Okay. But I'll try to show you exactly how to do the swim. Like I say, it's really hard and you can mess it up a lot, so don't be too stressed if you don't get it the first time. And that's good. Alright, so I took a little bit of damage there, but that'll be more than enough to survive. The biggest thing that's going to help you with the swim is to try and not cut this corner too close. You want to be either slightly to the left or slightly to the right. I'll see if I can show you. But first, let's just complete the swim, and I'll get an extra save, and then I'll try to explain the swim to you while I'm under the water. Okay, but from here, you just roll off the edge over here, and then immediately turn right and go straight up. This is the nerve-wracking part. And we make it. Alright, you don't survive with that much HP, but yeah. So I'm going to try and break down the swim for you. So let's see if I can do that. Hang on. I'm just going to save over here. And let's load. Because, like, when I first started doing these runs, I had no idea how to tackle this swim for a long time. Okay, so you're going down here, you turn, and then you try to hug this wall, and then turn right immediately like that. And don't bash your head. Sorry, I'm trying to explain it while going through it, so I want to do that one more time. But that's more or less the angle you've got to get, and then you just have to not bash your head like I am at the very end, because if you bash your head, it's dead. Come through here, hug this wall, come through here. Alright, and that should give you literally just enough health to make it. Okay, so that's kind of what the swim should look like. With a bit more practice and understanding, you'll be able to get it. I just want to see if I actually survive this. I don't think I do. I might survive. Let's see. But this swim is incredibly difficult, so just try to get used to it as quickly as possible. I think I die here. Nope, just survive. Just as I thought. Sliver of health. It's difficult to try and explain how the swim works. But that's basically it. That's basically how you've got to come at it from. You've got to kind of just get a feel for it. As you can see, when I started doing this just now, I was out of practice. And if you are out of practice, you might fail the swim. That's just a thing that can happen. So you may want to, while you're doing these attempts, you may want to practice the RX Tech Mine swim even daily. Like if you can put aside like 10 minutes or something during your day just to make sure that you can get the swim. I would recommend doing that. Alright, we don't actually have to load here because we did survive. Okay. Now I like to run and jump onto this from over here and then run and jump over here because this skips the spawns for 2 seal dudes. And when you're at this low life, you might want to avoid taking as much damage as possible. Alright. I failed the swim 2 times. That's not so bad. I haven't been able to practice it in a while. I've been busy with other things. But hopefully this gives you an idea of just how precise and scary that swim is. I'm gonna save over here. My god. I get so nervous with this freaking level. So you jump down here and you slide down here. And this gives you the third secret of this game, of this level. Wait, did I just pick up just a health kit? I'm sure that I pick up something else here. Ah, there we go. That's what I wanted to pick up, not the health kit. The Desert Eagle clips and the grenades. Alright, now, if the RX Tech Swim has you nervous, then doing these frickin' jumps will make you even more nervous. Because this jump over here is scary. Okay? Not this particular jump, but the next one. Now, there's a couple of ways you can approach this. One of them I'm not very practiced in, but I'm going to see if I can show it off. And one I know works if the walk, run, jump isn't broken. So what I like to do is I like to step back twice, line myself up, walk, run, jump. And you'll land there and you won't have to stress about it. However, some people may not be comfortable using a walk, run, jump. So, there is another way of doing this. But it is sketchy as all hell. It's to come here in this corner and then do a run and jump like this. So that's another way of doing it. I would recommend just practicing it. It can be pretty freaking scary. And then this jump isn't... All these jumps after you've done the swim are very nerve-wracking. So if you're feeling nervous right now, that's how you should be feeling. Like, in all honesty. And then this jump is also a pain. So, if you try to line this jump up, and you hit this little slope area over here, you die. So, this jump is also scary. This is why I'm gonna save here, because sometimes even I mess this up. There we go. Okay, so that's how you do it. That's how you do it normally. Don't try to line it up. Don't try to line it up too close to here, because if you hit this, I'll try to show you. Didn't hit it there. Anyway, point being made. Point has been made. Don't hit that corner, or you die. Then you're going to climb all the way back up to the bridge. And what I like to do is do another run and jump. Try to skip the trigger. Press the button. And congratulations, you did RX Tech Mines, no loads, no meds or secrets. If you got through this level, just this level, and you're practicing, fucking A, because it is one of the hardest levels in any Tomb Raider series. Like, it is so above and beyond in so many ways. I still think overall Tomb Raider 4 No Loads No Meds or Secrets is harder, for me personally. But this level, oh boy, this level can fuck you over in in so many ways. Sorry if I try to not swear in these tutorials, but I just want to emphasize how hard this level is. Like, you'll get a hang of it. You'll get the hang of it. You'll get the hang of it. Just for the record, if I was doing an actual attempt, I would have failed because I failed the RX Tech Mine swim on that first try. So even someone who's practiced it many times and someone who's done the run can really, like, you can mess it up. It's just how it goes. So don't put too much pressure on yourself. But other than that, thank you so much for watching, and I hope that this helped. I'll put all of my social medias on the screen right now. Thank you so much for watching. Have a fantastic week. Goodbye.